ready to go?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't sound like it, but all right. Okay, welcome to the tour, guys. Thanks for joining us this morning. Just to get introductions aside, my name's Jordan. Hi, nice to meet you. This lovely human sitting at the front here, his name's Oscar. Oscar's doing some training with us at the moment. He knows what to do. He's been doing tour guiding for years now, but yeah, he's just starting with us. It's his first day, so what I want you guys to do is ask him all the really hard questions. Okay. For our tour this morning. So they're out at a place called Trinity Beach. Okay, we just got to drive up along the coast for a little bit and stop in there to pick up our last 4 people. Okay, so I might save the whole intro thing for when we've got everyone on board, just to make sure. So there is some driving on the tour today. Okay, I do apologise in advance for that. Unfortunately, that's just Australia for you. Okay, it's a big country. Where's everybody from? Is anyone from Australia here? Brisbane. Oh yeah, just down the other end of the road there. About 24 hours down that way. Okay, and then the rest of you guys, what, come from other parts of the world, like Europe? Who's from Europe? All the Europeans. Anyone from Africa? South America? No? The US or Canada? Got a few of you guys there. Fantastic. Alright, anyone else from like Asia? Anyone from Asia? Yay, awesome, welcome everybody. Cool beans, guys. Alright, well, it's good to have you all with us. We're going to drive up along the road until we get to Mossman Gorge, okay? That's going to be our first stop of the day. I'm estimating we should arrive there in about an hour from now, okay? Of it's the Eastern Guguyalaji people, alright? They've got tens of thousands of years of history out in this rainforest, okay? And it's their home. They've been around here for a very, very, very long time, okay? So, you guys might be wondering, what is a welcome to country? What are we doing here, okay? So, for thousands of years, Indigenous Australian tribes, they've done these welcome to country ceremonies. And what it is, basically, 2 tribes meet. One is visiting the other tribe, and as a way to get to know each other and sort of explain the rules and the boundary lines, and sort of welcome them. They do these welcome to countries as a bit of a show of respect from one to the other, and vice versa as well. Okay. So we do this today just to sort of acknowledge them, and also they sort of welcome us onto their land, and they'll give you guys a little bit of information about like their culture, their history, their language that they speak, like some old hunting methods, medicinal plants they use. So I'll give you guys a lot of cool information about the Guguyalaji people, okay? So across Australia there's about 250 or so different Aboriginal tribes scattered across the country, okay? So yeah, the Guguyalaji people, yeah, about 50,000 years or so of history out here. So yeah, you guys will learn some cool stuff there, okay? Time to go for a walk around the rainforest. There's also the opportunity to go for a swim today. Is anybody swimming there at Mossman Gorge today? A couple of you guys? Yeah, sweet. The swim at Mossman Gorge is really nice. The water's nice and clean and clear. So yeah, it's a nice spot to go for a swim this morning, alright? I can definitely recommend that. So yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to swim, or if you don't, that's all cool. So when we arrive at the national park, I'll point out a few different places you can go, and go for a bit of a wander around or go for a swim. It's your choice there, okay? In the Daintree River, you do not want to swim in it, okay? Keep your arms and legs inside the boat and you'll be all good, right? So yeah, the river cruise today, the main thing you are looking for is the crocodiles, okay? Now the Daintree River has a pretty healthy population of saltwater crocodiles. So you guys are going on a 45-minute river cruise to go look for them, okay? Now you might find some other cool things out there. They do occasionally see like maybe a big python, or like some spiders or lizards or birds or butterflies or fairies or unicorns and dragons, and you just got to be looking for it, guys. And this area at the time that this highway was built. Okay, this is called the Captain Cook Highway. And at the time, this was a really important road that got built because it massively cut down on the travel time between places like Port Douglas, Mossman, travelling down to Cairns along the coast here. And of course, it's a really nice, beautiful stretch of road. It kind of might remind you of the Great Ocean Road if it had more palm trees, okay? So at the time, it was a really important piece of road that was built, and you know, they really wanted to celebrate, so yeah, they came out here and they cut the ribbon and everything, and you know, everything was great. A few years later though, Martin Tenney was caught up in a corruption scandal. Basically, he was caught embezzling taxpayers' money into his own personal finances. So the locals around the world, okay, if you get stung by one of those, you've got sometimes a matter of minutes, okay? You know, usually you have a bit more time than that though, but yeah, they don't waste any time. You want to get yourself straight to a hospital. If you're at the beach here and you get stung by a jellyfish and you call 000, the emergency number, they're going to send a helicopter. That's how serious it is. They just want to get you straight there because, yeah, it's a really, really dangerous situation to be in, okay? So yeah, that's one of them. The other jellyfish is called the Irukandji jellyfish, okay? Now, they can be really dangerous too, and what makes it even worse is that you can't really see these Irukandji jellyfish, okay? They're only about the size of your little fingernail, tiny, tiny little things, and they don't have much colour to them. They're invisible, like they're transparent. See right through them, okay? So that makes it really difficult to spot them in the water. So those wetsuits that you wear out on the reef are designed to cover your body as much as possible from head to toe, okay? And that's the best protection you can really get from these jellyfish, okay? But the good news is that they're not here all the time. They're really only in the water during the warmer months of the year, okay? So from around late October right through till, I'd say about the end of April, early May, that's the jellyfish season around here, okay? Now, as the temperature cools down, these jellyfish either follow the warmer ocean currents or they simply die in the cooler waters as the temperature changes. By the bigger crocodiles during that time, they get pushed out of the rivers, they either swim further. Yeah, crocodiles do sometimes come to the beach, but yeah, most of the time you're not going to find them there, okay? Having said that though, when we go to the beach at Cape Tribulation today, we aren't allowed to swim there, unfortunately. It looks like a really nice, beautiful beach, but yeah, we're not quite covered by insurance for swimming with crocodiles and jellyfish. I'm sure you guys can understand. But we're just crossing over the Mowbray River. Have a look out to your left. Sometimes there's crocs over here. One thing you guys are going to see a lot of this morning is sugarcane, okay? You've probably seen all of that since we were driving out of Cairns this morning. It is everywhere, okay? You're going to see lots and lots and lots of sugarcane. I don't know if we have any big-time sugarcane enthusiasts on board. Does anyone really, really love their sugarcane?
I'd go up here and do my job, or off job, I do the same thing. It's our tribal law, protocol. We'll start from here and walk them through. So I've did and practice of thousands of times. Neighboring tribes, we just tell them to walk through. Let that smell cleanse all that body. You should be right. Wawu, Inga di Banda, Yalara. Yira Binga, Yira Gamba, Yira Macha Macha. Nai Kukia and Jibanda, Nago Gray, Nago Wabu Tunga Jibanda, Down Gray Wabu Tunga Jibanda. Dinga, Jabo Jabo, Yamagari Garagay. You ran or what was just one to So folks, that's how quick it is. In our lesson, in our learning how to become an elder or head of the tribe, we'll start off as a youngster around 10, 11, 12 years old. We'll start off with the colors. These colors in front of us are 4 colors. And this is where we begin our first lesson. It's to print your totem by using these 4 colors. Totem is very important too as well. Totem is just like your personal guardian angel, follows you anywhere you would go. And for this, also your totem is your identification, and it is your passport to walk into another man's country. And this is where you will learn it at very young age. So then when you grow, you're then teaching it to the younger ones. So the pattern I'm going to share you here is my personal totem. I had this since 8 years old. And now I'm only 23, and I still have my identification because that's who I am in the tribe itself or the family siblings group. So this totem I print here to you is my rainforest totem. I have a totem of the rainforest. I am the...
So it's always the same.
Always the same.
It's your
Yeah,
totem, your identity.
that's correct, yes. Mother Earth identification, yeah. And that's why wherever you're from, you will have one. If you would know your totem, you would print it, embrace it. And then the meaning will all intertwine with who you are as a human being, with your family group and the land itself. So again, country, culture, connection, all the way in.
So would the other tribes recognise that?
The other next door neighbors,
Okay, yeah.
they'll have a different totem, yes. Because when you look at it, the whole part of Australia in terms of environmental, if it's a rainforest, island, desert, that changed the law, that changes the totem, and that changes the animals living within them. And also, that's how you read the continent of Australia, or other nations, other tribes. They won't have the same law as you do, but it's all similar. Because totem, you all have a personal guardian angels, just don't know what it is. I know mine. Mine is the rainforest. You can have an element totem, earth totem, or
Animal spirit.
animals, yes, fruit, weather, or the cosmos. Why I say those other items or other totems is because I have a ancestry that have a totem of a wind. So you got. So these 4 colors are for dancing, hunting, passport and ID. Just that daily routines every time they used to leave the hut. You got purple ochre, marriages. Charcoal, fire, ash, but only for the elders to do their practice and ritual and ceremony, take parts in the rainforest. So those are the hierarchy position for the elders, ash of the fire. These 4 colors is just for the young ones to start off as they go throughout their teens and become that elder. Remember, elder is not old and weak. We don't look at it like that. It is keeper, passer of knowledge, and it could be young to have that knowledge also. So all these 4 colors, pretty good too as well. You got zinc, sunscreen, yellow, okay. Or you got red, mosquito cure. Mosquito bite, rub the red one over. That is iron also. And then, otherwise you got charcoal. Either good for the Colgate, smile, or rub onto the body and detox fat. Make the body sweat it all out. That's another trick from the charcoal. Otherwise, lastly one, clay. I just in a coconut shell here. The mothers would rub in between the young ones of teeth and gums. Adults themselves will eat the whole chunk. Builds up your strong bones and calcium. That's how you strengthen it. So that is your 4 colors for your healing and your meaning also in one. What do you think? Pretty good?
Yeah.
When would you wear it? Like always, or what?
Daily routines.
So daily you wear it?
Daily routine. The more water you put on, the more and rub, the more the sore muscle goes away. So that's the stem part. Or you got the leaves. And I'll try. What you gotta do here is trying to collect all the leaves. You want to make a good friction. Let's see. See that? So,
Oh. Wow.
that is a cure for cuts, wounds, itchiness, sunburn, heat rash, and mosquito bites. So that's a skin cure too as well. There we go. all that soap. And that's coming from the sarsaparilla tree.
Yeah. You talked about guardian angels in the beginning, like your totem.
Yep.
How do you find out what's your personal totem? You talked about
Whatever your favorite things around surrounding you. What's the most annoying but keep you protected and follows you? That's my personal experience. It's annoying for me, but it protects me always I go. So for me, when I was younger, I would always run in the rainforest and just stay in there and come back out late. That place became my totem because I got lost in it. I got hurt from it. I got everything from it. Now that's what makes me who I am. That becomes my story. Yeah. And if you didn't know your totem, folks, you'd always go to an elder for a higher position or higher education. You would then walk with the elder and find your totem. Totem comes. So when we pass away, die, we return back to the earth, this time as your totem.
That's a funny one. Yay! Look at me!
Is only verbally spoken, okay? So they didn't write books or anything like that. So the best ways that they passed on information from one generation to the next was through things like songs, dances, artwork. The most important of all of them is the storytelling, okay? So these stories they're called Dreamtime stories, right? So they're like the recorded history, like the legends of the country and the lands, okay? So it begins a very long time ago. A very old, wise man named Kukuri lived in the rainforest here. Okay, now he was from this place and he knows all the secrets about surviving in the rainforest. And the Kukuryalaji people, they travelled here from a very far distance, faraway land, and they arrived here in the rainforest and they set up their own little village. It was very difficult for them because they didn't really know the place too well. They didn't know how to hunt the animals or how to make a shelter or start a fire. So very difficult for the Kubaryalanji people when they first arrived in the rainforest. So Kubari, he comes to the village and he helps them out. He shows them all of his little secrets and passes on all of his knowledge. And of course everyone now is very happy and they're saved and they've got lots of food and shelter and things are looking pretty good for them. But now at the top of the mountain lived a spirit named Wurrubul. So Wurrubul was very jealous, okay, that everyone had. That actually turns his body to stone. So Kubri, he is resting there at the top of the mountain now, and his spirit's still watching over the town and keeping everybody really safe. The evil spirit now lives banished to the other side of the mountain there, not coming back. So the name Manjal Dipi, okay, the translation of it, it means mountain holding back. Okay, so that mountain's holding back any bad spirits from coming into town and keeping everybody safe. So yeah, that's a pretty cool story. You know, it's been, just while we're leaving Mossman, check it out to your right hand side down the road there. That's the local sugar mill. I don't know if you can see the big chimney down there, but it's the local church. Don't know if you guys are very religious people. Oh, excuse me, I'm not personally, but there's the church on the right. It's all made out of rocks. Okay, so the rocks for that church actually come from the Mossman River here. Okay, we're just about to cross over the river. This is the same river that we just saw up in the national park there a moment ago.